So why is this important? Why do you need to know this? Well, IELTS Writing Task 2 has about 4 different types of questions, and one of these requires a discursive essay. Can you write one? Do you know where to put your opinion, for example? Well, in this video, we're going to have a look and we're going to dissect it, and I'll give you a rough plan, okay? Afterwards, you'll absolutely nail IELTS. I'm just joking. But the video will definitely help you improve the structure and offer some clarity to a tricky problem area in IELTS. So, what is a discursive essay? Well, it explores different opinions of a specific topic or idea. You give reasons and facts to support each argument, and then you provide an opinion on your earlier viewpoints. So, here's the structure of a 4-paragraph IELTS discursive essay. Number 1, the introduction. Number 2, argument, opinion, facts, reasons and examples. Argument or opinion 2, facts, reasons and examples. Then we finish off with the conclusion, which is your own opinion, the reader's conclusion. So remember that it's limited to 250, 275 words. Usually spend about 40 minutes on this. So let's get started. In the introduction, you can write a background statement, paraphrase the question, topic sentence, then a more detailed background statement, then the opinions for and against of the topic that you will explore in the next 2 paragraphs. So now let's apply this strategy to our first example. Grab a pen, start writing. Do this with me, honestly. Really, there's no excuse to go and grab a pen and start cracking. Okay, let's go. So here's the question. Electric cars will fully replace petrol and diesel fueled cars in the future. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? So we can start with a background statement about the topic. So let's go. Electric cars are currently being developed by many well-known automotive companies. And then we can say a more detailed background statement. Many people still question whether they are a feasible alternative. And then we can mention the opinions of this topic. Alright, so we could say this essay will explore the opinions for and against the use of vehicles powered by electricity and their replacement of traditional fossil fuel transportation. Now, hopefully you realized that I used a lot of different synonyms from the actual question. And this is to show the examiner I've got a good lexical resource and pick up some extra points, because you can't get points for words you've seen in the question. Now, paragraph 2. Here we can write our opinion, okay? Paragraph 2, and we can use discourse connectors. So, on one hand, some people believe, or it is true that, okay? Then, back it up with an example, okay? So, we could say something like, to support this opinion, for example, as an example. And then we could use a concluding sentence to sum up the opinion. Clearly, drivers choose, or therefore, electric cars. Now, let's look at these all together for the first paragraph. The first opinion. On the one hand, electric cars are environmentally friendly. They require no non-renewable energy and are clean to run and maintain on the road. Then we give an example to support this opinion. To support this opinion, recent studies show that the use of electric cars help to minimize pollution in urban and rural areas. Then the concluding sentence to sum up the opinion. Clearly, electric cars are one way to tackle ecological concerns and support a greener environment. Now, let's take a look at the second argument against electric cars. The opinion against the main topic. So here we can use these phrases. On the other hand, however, or other people believe that. Now, one tip. If you've used on the one hand in your first paragraph, then I'd strongly recommend you use on the other hand in the second paragraph, because these phrases go together for obvious reasons, alright? Then we will give an example, and we can say one example to support this opinion is, and then the concluding sentence to sum up, to summarize, okay, in brief, in conclusion, alright? And that's like the structure. So let's have a look at that paragraph. On the other hand, electric cars are inconvenient to maintain and to dispose of. Then the example, one example to support this opinion, blah blah blah. So drivers of electric vehicles must recharge their car approximately every 100 kilometers. In addition, the plutonium battery of an electric car is toxic to the environment and must be safely disposed of through expensive means. Then the concluding sentence to sum up this opinion. In brief, scientists are still exploring ways to produce these types of vehicles so that they are easier to manufacture, maintain, and use safely. Now, the concluding paragraph. Okay, so we're placing a summary of both opinions here. And these phrases, to summarize, to sum up, to provide a recap of both perspectives. Okay, and here you can use personal pronouns. Now, in general, I'm against it because this is academic writing and there's not really a place for it, but the question specifically asks for it. Okay, and this is unique for IELTS, so it specifically asks, so you really should give it and squeeze it into the conclusion at the end just to finish off, and try and limit them. Okay, try and limit it to just once. All right, there you go. Now you should be able to write a discursive essay. Hopefully you took down lots of notes. If you need more help, you can sign up at IELTSPodcast.com and you can get my email there, send me a question, and yeah, I'll be happy to help, or you can go and look at some of the other videos and get more ideas. Alright, thanks for watching, and I really do hope you pass. It's not difficult, you've learnt your own language, I'm sure you've done more difficult things in the past, so just keep on going, just keep pushing and try and do one thing every single day, and eventually you'll get there. All the best. Jump from band 6 to 7 or it's free. The sentence guide is the answer if you need to pass IELTS fast. Why? Because together we cover the 2 essential skills you need to pass the IELTS exam. Your IELTS exam skills and your English language skills. You get easy to follow instructions which eliminate confusion, frustration, and it makes organising your thoughts really easy. And to improve your English language skills, you send in your essays to me or my team and we give you feedback showing you how to improve your lexical resource, showing you the errors you might have made, and this practically guarantees that you improve and pass the IELTS exam. Click below to listen to the other students, see what they've said, and then join me together and we can pass IELTS. Okay, speak soon. And offer some clarity to a tricky problem area in IELTS. Cut. Just forget it, just cut it cracking, I'll do another video. About the topic of electric cars currently being developed by Cut. Discursive essay writing. So first, depending on the IELTS writing task question you get, you may have to write a discursive